Not So Traveling Introvert. Today I want to talk about introvert instinct. It's something that I guess for the longest while think I don't have, and now I'm starting to believe I do have to a certain degree. And I don't know whether it's because I've learnt this kind of thing or because stuff has happened. But learning to trust your emotions is really interesting because we are all born with a certain amount of intuition. The problem is, from a very young age, we're often told to maybe ignore our feelings, or our feelings are not justified, or our feelings are just wrong. Much like force-feeding an infant can cause the child to start ignoring their natural hunger control mechanisms, it's the same with emotions. The more we're taught to push down our feelings, the more likely we are not to trust our emotions. Sometimes you get a gut feeling in your gut, a gut feeling that something is wrong. Everyone has a natural ability to know that something's sort of not right in any given situation. The problem is, over time, you may have pushed down those feelings as maybe wrong or crazy. You might meet a new person who, for no real known reason, makes you feel like something's a little off. You could talk to someone and believe that they're lying, while you may not want to react to these instances because they are not cause for immediate danger, keeping an open mind and keeping your eyes open, chances are you might find out that you're right more than you're wrong. Sometimes you might feel a tug to help somebody. TV commercials are really good at using these emotions when they want you to send money to the starving children in Africa or donate to save abused animals. The feelings that you feel when you're watching those commercials are normal and you should respect them. However, when you do feel compelled to help people, don't push it down, freely offer help, but just keep in mind what you're thinking about things. And another thing that our intuition helps us with is maybe we feel pulled to do something different. You might be sitting in your cubicle, bored to tears, waiting desperately to do something different, but you're kind of afraid to change and you're not sure what to do. You feel that you're being pulled in a different direction, but you just don't know what to do about that feeling. And maybe you don't even recognize it as a feeling. Maybe you just think that you're having a bad day. If you do feel pulled in a new direction, take the time to give it some real consideration instead of nixing it. Because if you go ahead and nix it immediately, it's not necessarily the best thing to do. And also, you might not feel confident in your abilities. That's something we kind of learn at a young age, and then it's really hard to unlearn. When you're not feeling confident, don't push those feelings down or away. You're right to feel that way, but you need to think why you're feeling that way. When you feel good about yourself, it's not misplaced pride or bragging. And for so often, people, especially women, are taught from a young age not to boast about their abilities. This tends to put young women at a disadvantage from their male counterparts when it comes to job and fair pay. Allow yourself to feel confident when it is appropriate. And acknowledge the different emotions you experience. Don't push away any emotions that you have about drugs, alcohol, or food. Instead, allow yourself to experience a full range of emotions as appropriate. Because learning what these feelings and emotions are and how to deal with them is super, super important to knowing when you're just having a bad day or when you're just feeling off. Write down your feelings. Keeping a feelings journal for yourself to help you process different feelings that you're having and different feelings that you note other people might be having or reactions to situations can be super useful as data points. Your journal can help you work through your emotions in a healthy way, as well as give you something to look back on when you're having trouble. And one thing that's really helpful is to test your judgment accuracy. So if you're afraid to go with your gut due to having pushed down the skill from a young age, pick one thing to test. For example, if you feel the need to switch jobs, start job hunting in earnest. It won't help to go on some job interviews and test your intuition. You might find the job of a lifetime, or if you feel strange, then don't go ahead and do it. As you learn to trust your emotions by practicing actually feeling them, you're going to get better at discerning what's right from wrong and what's just like a weird feeling. And that's what I've been learning. I've had some gut instincts about a couple of things, and I've been afraid to move forward with them. And I've had someone point out to me that anytime I've had that feeling, I've been more or less correct, so I should just go with it. And so that's what I'm doing over a couple of things these next few months. I hope you have a great week. Feel free to reach out to me at janice@thecareerintrovert.com, helping introverts build their brand and get hired.